All right, guys, welcome back to the Sayin Society. You have myself, Joshik, Justin, and Jakar.
Your favorite quarterly
yeah,
podcast.
We're in the G League. Yeah, I don't know, like Black Clover. So today we're just gonna be talking
Hey,
about.
but our takes are still A tier.
Of course,
Oh, 100%.
of
I will
course.
say.
A tier takes. Somehow.
Not
we're in
S
the-
tier, but we're yeah.
Sometimes you know.
So we're gonna be talking about a variety of things. From anime to movies. So that's pretty much what we have here.
See where the
and-
discussion takes us.
Exactly.
Try to stay updated on some discussions, like some things that the community's talking about, or I don't know, things we've seen on TikTok, things that need to be addressed. We came off our hiatus for this.
Things that need to be addressed. Facts. One of the main things that needs to be addressed, bro. Viltrumites are getting bodied by Saiyans. Okay, get the fuck out of here.
why is this a discussion? How did this start?
It's literally all the Invincible fans are like, yo, a Viltrumite is stronger than a Saiyan. Like they're saying the average Viltrumite is stronger than the average Saiyan, right? And if we're considering Goku as being a low class Saiyan,
You can't say that. I can't.
but he was.
Yeah,
He was.
but you can't
But he was.
But you can't use.
So
You can't use Goku's growth as
No,
an
you can't.
indicator.
But you can use Goku's growth till at least beginning of Z, till before Raditz shows up. Is Raditz a low class?
But
warrior?
Raditz is technically stronger than Goku at that point.
He is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And Goku's weaker than Raditz at that point.
Yeah, like I would use
Yeah.
I would use Raditz as an average Saiyan, because Nappa was on the stronger end and so was Vegeta.
Vegeta, yeah.
I would use Raditz as
And
an average Saiyan.
it's because power scaling wise, like these characters are way stronger than Master Roshi, right? Like that. This is where it all comes down to destructive output, right?
Yeah,
And basically talking about how like in Invincible it took 3 Viltrumites plus Death Racer's Death Beam to destroy one planet. Right?
Okay.
Like he shot
Okay.
like Death Racer shot his beam through the core of the planet. So
okay.
it was already like unstable.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then they followed behind it and then they destroyed it through its core.
Oh, I see.
Right? That's
So
they
their
destroyed-
output's not like there.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
They destroyed like Planet Viltrum with that
Yeah.
was the scale or whatever. And it's like, yo, like if King Vegeta with a power level of 1,200 was destroying planets, or even Master Roshi was blowing up the moon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it scales the Saiyans way higher.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
but then they're like, yo, like, because the issue is the way the animated Invincible series is adapting the comic book. It's not adapting it like, it's adding in stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's
Yeah.
a scene where, after Omni-Man leaves Earth, I think after season 1, right? Because in season 2 is when he goes to that other planet and has Oliver, right?
Yeah.
But there's like a montage where he's like flying around space and he's just like doesn't know who he is, and he's like standing literally outside of a black hole, and he just
So
like,
Omni-Man's not the average Viltrumite. He's
no, I know, but
pretty beast.
But here's the thing: he's standing outside of a black hole, and he's just like chilling, and he's just like so sad, and then he just like flies away, and you're like,
Black hole didn't affect
The
him.
black
Nothing.
hole, yeah.
didn't affect him at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Or he's moving faster than like
Being able to escape the black
exactly
hole.
the speed of escape, right? But none of that happened in the comic book,
Uh,
right? It was just like they threw it in there in the montage to like show that this guy's sad.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or even like with Thrag, like when Thrag punches Omni-Man in the comic book, he just punches him. He doesn't like throw his fist back, and then the force of his fist going back creates a fucking airbending move that pushes Omni-Man into him and then launches him into space.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like obviously that's all just visual effects,
Yeah.
right? But then people are
I
like,
mean, that's cool. That'd be cool if it was like that.
and but the
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah.
people are using the fact that he was unaffected by a black hole,
but he
Well,
was affected by that.
affected by that to like upscale the fuck out of the Viltrumite characters, like all these Viltrumites. And I'm like, bro, that's
So if you're comparing Thrag and Omni-Man,
yeah.
would you still be comparing it to Raditz and King Vegeta? Or at that point, are you comparing it to like
Goku and Vegeta.
Goku and Vegeta? Yeah.
If you're like,
If you go Goku and Vegeta, there's no argument.
There's no argument.
There's
Yeah.
no argument. But I mean, I don't even think they're not even there. Like I think they're like Kaba. You know? like put Bardock maybe in that conversation. You know, like Bardock, maybe I don't know, Turtles, like any low class. What's Vegeta's brother's name?
I don't even remember. Tarble?
Tarble,
Tarble. Actually, maybe not
Tarble.
Tarble.
No. Well,
No, yeah, Trouble's ass.
Yeah, but like obviously Thrag is obviously way stronger.
So is that like the main crux of the argument that like okay he could, you know,
Those are the main
fly
feats.
out.
Those are the feats
Okay.
that like stand
Those
out.
are the main feats that like stuck out.
Yeah.
That were like, yo, like they did this, or like hit, like for example, Thaddeus. He's the guy who's voiced by Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Right? He is the leader of the Resistance.
Yeah.
And he's also a Viltrumite.
Okay.
He's a Viltrumite who is older than Thrag, right? And at this point in the story, Thrag is the oldest Viltrumite. Like Thrag is older than Omni-Man too.
Do they get better as they age?
Yeah, like pretty much they have more battle experience, so they become stronger and stronger, right?
Okay.
Like they never explicitly explain this
Mhm.
in the comic book or in the show, but every time a Viltrumite has a near-death experience,
Mhm.
they come out stronger like a Zenkai boost,
Okay.
right? So like the older you
Which
are,
is why Mark's been getting his ass beat.
yeah, he always gets his ass
Okay.
beat, but which is why the longer you've lived, usually the stronger you are because you've been in more fights.
Okay.
Usually, so
Similar.
so Thaddeus, who's older than Thrag and Omni-Man, leader of the Resistance, gets blitzed by Thrag. Like he gets his head ripped off, and you're like, "Hey, like how fucking strong
Yeah.
is Thrag?"
Okay, yeah,
Right?
I feel like once a Saiyan gets Super Saiyan,
Is different.
there's no conversation anymore.
But the other
But
thing
I feel like before that, then it's like you can make, cause like at that point, then like you could, would you say like a giant ape would be like too hard for them to like destroy?
because the other the main like okay the main
Word,
thing
yeah.
the main thing is like yo, okay, Viltrumites do the exact same thing Saiyans do. They
Yeah.
go conquer a
Yeah,
planet,
yeah.
right? And the thing is, they send Omni-Man to conquer planets.
Yeah,
Saiyans send babies.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if a planet has a moon, they send a baby. It's GG's.
Yeah, but they also go about it two different ways. Cause Omni-Man went there, became like with the people, became like a hero for them, and like somehow like in a way was able to like he's ruling in a different sense. Whereas Saiyans will just go there,
No.
fuck up your whole lifestyle. Like
Omni-Man
they don't
only-
care about you.
but
They'll
Omni-Man-
eliminate
no,
you.
No,
And just to take
Omni-Man
over your
was doing
planet.
that. He was doing that before he came to Earth.
Oh, okay, so Earth was like the one time he didn't.
It was different,
do it
and
that
that was
way?
because their population had dwindled.
Like Viltrumites?
Yeah,
Population?
like remember how there's only like 50 of them?
Okay.
So they were scouring the world, like the universe,
Okay.
for a race that was compatible with Viltrumite,
I see.
and that's how he basically started a
Okay.
family on Earth. It's
Yeah.
because human like Mark's DNA is like 99% compatible.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
I don't know. I'm just thinking about like the destructive output. If like a regular Saiyan, well, maybe not regular, can just destroy a planet. Even
Yeah.
like you said, Master Roshi.
That's what I'm
destroying
saying,
A
like,
moon. Like,
it
that's
puts
kind of
them-
tough, man.
right? And that's
Like
what
that's
I'm-
like human. That's not even like we're not even
Exactly.
at Saiyan yet.
exactly, and that's why I'm saying it's not even a conversation. I feel like it shouldn't even be a conversation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so here's the other
Yeah.
thing is like because the
That's true.
power scaling in Invincible is very inconsistent because he's
But so is Dragon Ball.
but I think in Invincible it's way more
Yeah, but I mean like
because he's like in like early on Invincible he's like lifting like a ship.
Yeah.
Right? Or he's soloing a planet. Right? Then in season 4 he he doesn't have the same strength to lift a ship or do the same thing solo a planet. Right? And it's like what's the difference? You know, like where's the and then also like the creator of Invincible kind of sucks.
Robert Kirkman or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what's crazy? I didn't realize I think he wrote The Walking Dead as well.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know why I think he sucks? He was on a podcast and he's like, yeah, Omni-Man is stronger than Superman.
What
Yeah.
podcast?
Take a guess.
Skip.
So yeah, and I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like, Omni-Man's nowhere near Superman.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nowhere near, bro. Like Viltrumite versus
No.
Kryptonian is like a different story. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, the thing I did want to bring up though is like the way Viltrumites fly is not the same as like other characters when they fly.
It's more conscious or
No, it's like they're just like it's like they're walking.
because it's supposed to feel natural.
No, but what I mean is like they don't have to fly like this.
Yeah,
They
they're
can
like
just
this.
fly like this.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like the air is also like a
Me- like-
foothold for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like how it is in Bleach.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
yeah. Like how it would be in Bleach, and that's yeah.
That kind of helps with their like, I guess in a fight.
But it also
Situation.
helps with like wind resistance and like.
Because Dragon Ball Z is not necessarily, they can't necessarily do it like that.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And so actually, the main argument that people were saying was like, yeah, Thrag will just destroy Earth, and then Goku dies in space.
No, because technically, Goku in Dragon Ball, Goku went and dropped off the rabbit gang on the moon,
I know.
and then came back down to
I know. I know.
with his power pole,
I know.
and it was breathing just fine.
There's a lot of like, yo,
So technically,
well, I mean, there's a like if we're talking about Dragon Ball, like bro, Devil Man,
yeah.
his Devil Might Beam, solos most verses.
I'm trying to think though, but like even when he had Bardock fighting against Frieza, he didn't have like something to breathe out of. He was just in space going through Frieza's soldiers,
Correct.
and then like trying to get, I guess,
Yeah, I know.
bodied by
The
Frieza.
thing
After.
is, but it's never been
Like-
it's never been explicitly confirmed or denied.
That they can like survive in space.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
whatever,
but when you have something like that, where you're seeing
Well, they
instances of them
kinda
being
did,
in
though.
space and not being, you never see them choke to death. You know,
No, we haven't seen that.
So it's like-
but like remember
it
when
doesn't
they
need to be
wished-
explained. You can
when
be
they were
visually
trying to wish
told.
Goku back or something, or Krillin, or it might have been Krillin. Fuck.
In Dragon Ball.
In Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Fuck. It might have been Krillin.
Like,
That's all me.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they're trying to bring him back.
They were
to
like
life?
trying to bring one
After
of them
Frieza
back
kills him?
after Frieza blew up Namek.
And
They were like
but Goku didn't. Goku
hold
didn't
on,
die
no,
at
no,
that
hold
point.
on, hold on.
it might have been Krillin though.
What was it? Like what was the official
That like
thought?
he would just die, like because there's no planet to bring him back
Oh,
on.
yeah,
so then
that's
they wished
Krillin.
him
That's
back
Krillin.
to the Earth
Yeah.
That was Krillin.
check-in station.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I think they tried
was
to bring
Krillin.
Goku back because they thought Goku died.
But
but
Goku was
Goku
like,
was alive with-
yeah,
and
he was like,
Yardrat,
I don't
so,
want to
like,
come back.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah. Word.
I feel like that's not really a crazy conversation for or a debate to be had. I guess it really depends on what they're using as the bar for average Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between if Nappa's the bar or if Raditz is. Because Raditz hasn't
Either way,
But it's
Raditz
not that big of it.
and
bro,
Ra-
Nappa
like,
was
no, but, like,
Nappa's
compared to,
move
like-
going like this, insane.
Yeah.
Like bro, he's leveling cities with
okay,
that shit.
It regardless of it's Raditz or Nappa, Raditz still shits on everybody. And
But it's
closer
more in the conversation if it's Raditz versus if it's Nappa. I feel like at the point that's a threshold there where if it's Nappa, there's no conversation. Average Saiyan's gonna win.
What if it's Broly?
That's
Bro.
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You can probably do one Brawly, regardless of whether it's like Dragon Ball Super Brawly or regular like the Dragon Ball Z movie Brawly.
Yeah.
Like either way, it's just one Brawly versus all Viltrumites, and he'll just body
no,
them.
it's Broly versus the verse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like there's
I mean,
there's,
that's what I was like.
there's
I
no
was,
stopping him.
no.
They don't have the overwhelming power to like just stop him.
The
Yeah.
only like my main thing was I was arguing that Krillin could take the verse. That
Yeah,
Krillin
but
could
that's
take
only 'cause
everyone
of
at the verse
Destructo
at the same
Disc.
time, right? The only counter argument that I've heard is because of Space Racer's death beam, because it can pierce through anything, it would bypass anyone's durability. Right?
Which is the same thing as a Destructor Disc, though.
Kind of the same, yeah.
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 Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other thing we wanted to talk about with, I guess with JJK? Because I remember, like, we talked, this is something at least I want to talk about, like, we talked about when JJK ended,
Mm-hmm.
whether Gojo was stronger than Heian era Sukuna or not.
Word. We had this conversation.
And then, like,
I was surprised because I didn't think that you were gonna think that way.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like,
You still think?
I think Gojo would win.
Yeah, he flipped his opinion.
Yeah.
You think Gojo would win?
Yeah.
No, I think Sukuna still wins.
I just, because I feel like when you, like, looking back at their fight, Gojo had to consider so many different things
Okay.
that, like, he wouldn't have considered if it was just Sukuna. Because, like, one thing is, like, with him being in Megami's body,
Yeah.
with how close they were, he had to figure out a way to, like, I guess, like, murk him out enough, but not also just kill him. Because that was an issue with his, like, domain as well, where he's, like, he can't just, like,
But
do that and not expect his brain to go to mush, right?
like, although I don't have like a solid opinion on who would win, because it's so tough. I
It
feel
is.
like
It is.
my counter to that would be I feel like Gojo is in that sort of morale where he was okay with killing Megumi, like there. If it was possible to just end both of them right there, I feel
No,
like he would have.
Because here's the thing. Because in Shibuya, when he gets sealed, he's considering all those innocent lives. and that's what gets him sealed.
But my
He is, though.
the difference
He was,
between
that's why
those two
he stopped his
situations-
domain and only did it for like 2.4
Yeah,
But
seconds.
that's
or
not what
something.
gets him sealed.
But the different
But that's
but that taps out his curse
yeah,
technique.
yeah.
But my
okay, let's say he didn't consider those live. He killed everyone. He still would have got sealed.
no, but the issue
not
there is you gotta
really.
think about the consequences though too. Is
Like, there was
'cause
that
he
the-
was also because it's regular people. It's in Shibuya Station. He has to think about like the actual like political impacts as well. Like there's too much for him. Like that's
He's thinking about so much stuff, and then on top of that, he sees Geto pull up, and then it, like for a second it delays him, right?
But then with like the Megumi thing, he doesn't have to think about the political circumstances. Sorcery's been exposed. Everybody knows that it exists, so he can just blitz if he wanted to. Do you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Because without,
but then if you remove Maharoga, like I feel like there was also like the differentiation of like him having a certain time limit, because the fact that he like Megumi basically grew up with this guy.
Yeah.
He knows like the shadows stuff pretty well. I would say odds are like he knows exactly how Maharoga works, and he knows that he needs to finish the fight before Maharoga can adapt to his technique.
Gojo?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
I feel like the Gojo clan would
all had clans. Like why wouldn't he know about this stuff, right?
Maybe.
And then like I mean Gojo planned it to the point where he knew to have Yuta at the side for when he gets sealed. Like he planned for stuff way before he needed to, right? Just in case. So I feel like same thing with in the Sukuna situation being in Megumi's body. He's trying to he's all the movements he's doing, like he's running through them faster than he should, because if he took his time with it, he wouldn't have an issue with doing his RCT or doing like taking the fight at his own pace, because he can do it, because he's not burning that much cursed energy because of how like efficient he is.
But he tried to kill him right away.
How
does he start the fight?
At this, because he knows but that's what I'm saying. He knows. But the thing is, what I'm saying is like in the fight, because of Maharoga, he has to operate at like 110, 120% at all times, because he knows he has to finish the fight before Maharoga can adapt. But if they were just fighting one-on-one, at that point, like without the like adaptation being in the conversation,
out when he blitzed, when he tried to get him.
But he knows that's his like, what is it, like trump card, right? Like he's trying to finish it before Maharoga can even come out. Like he's fighting him pretty evenly the whole time. He's bringing out all these other shadows. Mm-hmm. Like it was like a 3-on-1 at one point.
It was.
And he's bodying that too, right? Like, so I feel like he was literally trying to finish it as soon as he could.
Like,
but if he takes it at his own pace.
But look at ultimately what got Gojo was Sukuna's understanding of sorcery, and that doesn't change.
Sure.
It's because he just has a higher understanding of like cursed energy than Gojo does.
Probably.
Right? Like, and I like the thing is, to me, it comes down to, in my opinion, right? Like Gojo was born with these abilities. He didn't really have to train much.
Yeah.
Right. Sukuna like grinded to the top.
Sure.
To be the like.
There's a difference there. Yeah.
There's a huge difference, right?
But I would say.
And then you're gonna on top, bro. You're gonna give him 2 mouths and fucking 2.
But I'm saying like with how strong,
like 4 arms. I mean, like that. It changes, like, because we know that hand signs and like voice commands change the output of your like curse energy, and like your
like Gojo did have outside help when he did like 120% of his like when he first launched the attack, and that obviously helped in his fight against Sukuna. But like I feel like if you let Gojo, like if you're in a situation where Gojo's allowed to take the fight at his own pace, it's totally different. Because I feel like in this situation, it was going at Sukuna's pace.
Yeah, it was him trying to counteract what Sukuna was doing. Essentially.
Yeah,
like he was the one that was reading.
They're planning for like a month or something, trying to figure out how to like run the shit too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, that's why I feel like it's in the fight, it's more skewed towards Sukuna because of how all this stuff he has at his disposal. Yeah.
But again, like Sukuna just changed his technique to cut Gojo in half.
But that's after he learned.
That's after he learned.
That's after he learned it. Because right? Gojo wouldn't be revealing things at the pace that he was revealing it. Okay. If he could take it at his own pace, right? Yeah. So then like when he was doing like purple and blue, or like red and blue at the same time, and like having them merge and doing things, like he could fully just stick with one. Because Sukuna also had information of how Gojo's technique works just from the fact of being inside Yuji and then also being inside Megumi. Yeah. So you gotta if you take those. But
the Gojo clan was around during Sukuna's time, were they not?
Yeah, but they didn't. But Gojo perfected this shit.
Yeah.
Gojo, like when Gojo tapped in.
No,
like,
no, Hollow Purple was a thing.
It was already a
It
thing.
was already a thing.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already a thing.
I thought he perfected the shit.
No.
No.
He perfected the Limitless
Yeah,
and the
like with the curse energy stuff, right?
He made it like
So it's like
automatic.
as
right?
automatic.
okay.
Yeah. He perfected.
But isn't that
And
isn't
then
that
he
like
worked
isn't
on
that like
making
the
the
hard
hand side,
thing
I
though
think.
for Sukuna to get past though?
What is?
Like that wall of him trying to like touch Gojo
But
in
the two
general.
hands, dude.
Yeah, so like how did that?
How do you get past it?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
yeah. Hold on. Like that's what I mean. Like there's this. I think circumstances change these things. You know, like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like if you let the fight just play out without any of that like outside shit to consider.
Theoretically, Sukuna should have never been able to touch Gojo.
Yeah.
But he was able to, and I think part of it was because of simple domains, right? Because they say simple domains, like. They use that, like he quotes himself in a small, simple domain. That's why he's able to touch Gojo,
Really?
right? I think it was something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I read it.
I don't remember.
It's been so long since I read it, so might have to go back and reread it.
Yeah. I feel like the case can be made though that Gojo could be him.
I don't know. Maybe it's like mechanism. Like if it's the cursed energy that's coming at you is too strong, it goes through. I don't know.
No,
They
because
were straight up
it's supposed to be
doing hands,
infinite
Yeah,
space.
that's what I
though.
mean. It's like what if like
Yeah.
Sukuna was coating his hands and like
Yeah.
curse energy
Yeah,
that was like
maybe.
higher than like what his infinity could handle or some shit.
Fuck, I guess we have to go back and reread it.
Yeah.
We gotta reread it. It's a-
I've been seeing a lot of like Kagurabachi versus JJK stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, but you're leaning towards the Kagurabachi stuff, right? Like you think it's solid cases?
They have a solid case.
Yeah.
They have a solid case. Yeah.
There was a discussion Dachi actually brought up a couple days ago. He was wondering, how do you feel? Like, what do you think is a better anime, JJK or Bleach? Like what? And it's tough because they have certain things that
They're very similar.
that appeal in different
Yeah.
ways. You know,
They're very
like
similar.
like Bleach. Honestly, like Kubo's art is insane. Like character designs,
drip.
the drip. Yeah. Like even like the Bankai designs and everything. Like
Yeah.
everything is just.
But even
in that
Bankai is
sense,
iconic.
Yeah.
Bankai
Like
is-
Bankai, in my opinion, goes harder
Yeah.
than Domain Expansion.
And well,
it's
and,
like today's
and-
day. Like
in
a
a
lot of people
yeah.
use domain expansion today, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like Bankai was like our domain.
Yeah.
Like, you
That's
know?
what I mean.
Yeah.
But you know it was directly inspired.
But in
by
a
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
when a Bankai pulls up, you're like, oh shit! Like I want to see
Yeah.
what happens. But like, domain is used frequently enough in JJK that it doesn't have that same like level of like,
Was it?
oh shit.
It wasn't used that much, to be honest.
Like depending on whose it is, but like it's used like
the most we saw was Sukuna and Gojo when they just spammed it.
Yeah.
no, but you see it like you see it as early as Shibuya. You see it before then too.
Yeah, we saw it before.
you see it
but it's
you see it like
we're-
pretty.
But like, but what I mean is like it's particular on who's using it. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
everybody was like popping a Bankai.
That's true.
Or sorry,
No, yeah, I know what you mean. But like, yeah.
Like we see Mahito pop one. We see Jogo pop one.
Like I was leaning more towards JJK because I feel like there is a nostalgia bias towards Bleach, and I feel like
Yeah.
JJK as a story is just written better. But then it's weird because it's like there's
Both
such
are-
great characters from both.
And that's
Like-
my main argument
Yeah.
was I was like, if you're gonna look at characters, I think Bleach has more better characters.
Like
There's definitely
more quality written characters, as even boiling down to like from their designs, from like their personality, like what they
'Cause, like, look, you
the
have
themes that they
characters that are
emphasize. You know what I
really,
mean? Like the
Like developed in Jujutsu Kaisen are like you have Megami, Yuji, Gojo,
Yuta.
Sukuna.
Even
Nami.
even like someone like Jogo, like we don't spend that much time with Jogo's character, but just the way that he ended was like him crying. Like you feel for this guy, and you already like you end up like you fuck with this
But,
guy.
like,
Like
that's,
you're
like-
straight up just like
like-
yo, like, this is sick.
The amount of characters. Oh, Chozo. Like there's like I don't know, like maybe 8.
It's probably
It's
a
not a
more
lot.
tight knit cast for sure.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
but I feel like
Maki too. But like,
there's somebody for everyone in JJK.
but you look at Bleach. You got like obviously Ichigo, right? You got fucking Ukiura. You know, you got Aizen. You got Gin. You got Tosin.
Kenpachi, Byakuya,
Kenpachi. Yeah. Like you got fucking. There's so many characters.
Urahara.
Yeah, Urahara.
Urahara,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have what's his name?
Ichigo's dad, maybe even.
No.
Ishin.
Who,
If you
what's
if you fuck with him like
Yamamoto,
that.
head captain Yamamoto,
Yeah.
right? Like
Zangetsu.
I guess that counts as a character too.
Yeah.
Like
It, it's tough, man, because it's like, what do you value more? Because for JJK, I like the complexity of their power system, and I feel like nothing or no characters, at least as I'm saying it, like to the level of what Gojo and Sukuna, like the impact that's had is kind of insane. Like there's more hype in Gojo versus Sukuna than there was like ever for anything in
probably
Bleach.
Aizen.
That's what I'm saying.
Aizen versus Ichigo, right?
Ichigo was
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
hype, bro.
But like, dude, Mugetsu is so short-lived though.
That's true.
At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
for something that's so like hyped up, and you're like, bro, I don't know where it's gonna go. Like,
Because Aizen was fucking shitting on everybody, bro.
but Gojo,
He's flattening people by just being
but also like you're also at the same time, you're not even thinking about Ichigo versus Aizen until you're actually at that point where everyone else is like done with. Because Yamamoto high key could have actually done something. The only issue why they couldn't do anything is because everyone in the Soul Society at some point might have seen Aizen's Bankai or something,
Yeah.
and that would have like
Yeah.
they wouldn't have been able to actually fight him properly.
Yeah.
Ichigo was the only
He's
outlier.
one. Yeah.
Right? But like before that, because they don't spend all that time building up Aizen. Like you have, I guess it depends if you're taking like the the fillers and stuff. But
No,
if you're
they do build up Aizen.
like you have him disappear from the Soul Society.
Yeah, well, fakes his death.
Yeah, so you have him
Yeah,
disappear
shit.
there.
And then that
And
character,
then-
what was her name? The girl, Toshiro's girlfriend.
I want to say like Hina or something, but I don't even know.
Her
man. No, that's not even it.
no, but her
Momo.
Momo, but her obsession with Aizen was crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
But
the
Aizen's
girl,
not the
like-
central, like, you don't really care about Aizen when doing Soul Society arc. You care about Ichigo fighting like Renji,
Byakuya.
Kenpachi, and Byakuya because he's trying to save Rukia. That's
Yeah.
the main thing that's happening. The Aizen plot's happening kind of like in the background.
Yeah.
And then
'Cause
even
because
during
like the Soul Society, as the viewer, you were also fooled. It's all part of Aizen's plan.
yeah, but okay, but I'm saying like
That's how good this
okay,
anime
but
is.
but
bro.
what I'm saying is like Aizen's not at the forefront of like, yo, this is the antagonist. We have to go
yeah,
after this
he wasn't
guy.
the antagonist until he like was.
Until he-
essentially.
But he was the antagonist.
Like- like-
Because even in the flashback with Urahara, he's like,
there.
he's
Yeah.
actually been manipulating shit behind the scenes.
Yeah, I get
Like,
it.
Aizen's someone you could.
But I'm saying in the way that-
Kenjaku was definitely Aizen.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%,
But I'm
yeah.
saying that's what I'm saying. So in the way that like JJK paints it, it's like you have Gojo who's painted as like the strongest sorcerer of today,
Yeah.
and then you have Sukuna as the strongest sorcerer in history.
Mhm.
The way that they're narratively being like shown, you're like, yo, this is like, I can't wait for these guys to fight. Whereas Ichigo's never shown as like, yo, this is the strongest guy ever. He's about to fight Aizen, who's like the smartest with the views of the Hogyoku. Like they're not hyping it up to that same level, you know. And you can see like even when the fights happen, there's a drastic change in like the concepts that Gojo and Sukuna under, like the level that they understand cursed energy versus everyone else. Totally different.
Yeah.
And then with Ichigo, like Ichigo is just all strength. Like there's no like anything crazy that he's doing except for the point that like he just trained himself to get final Getsuga Tensho. And then they don't even really go into like the Hogyoku like that with Aizen.
Well, the
he-
Hogyoku just like allows you to do whatever you want.
Yeah, and
Like,
he just
it's
and he's like mid merge, like he doesn't like, I guess he fully
No, he does
emerges,
merge.
but
does
like
merge. He merges, and then Urahara.
like stops him.
So the way you're saying, like the way you're hyping it up, like it was like Aizen versus Urahara was hyped up. Kind
Yeah,
of like that.
yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of.
Where he's
yeah.
like, yo, the smartest person
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
versus the smartest person now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's how it was hyped up. It was hyped up in a different regard.
Yeah, but they hold totally different like screen presence from Sukuna and Gojo.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
it.
For me, it's more like kind of like the ending or like the tail end of each story. Like, which one do you like more? Which one
Yeah.
suits your?
Well,
which one? Like, yeah, basically just which one.
well,
do you
because
like
with the
more?
Gojo
Like, what-
one, like I guess with the like similarities with the Gojo one, it's like nothing in JJK could really go forward until he was sealed.
Yeah.
Urahara in that same thing, they had to expel him from Soul
the
Society so that like I guess
They
Aizen
could
could do
move-
his
yeah,
work without
exactly.
him being there.
Exactly.
But that's not the same degree as like Gojo's literally stopping every Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerer from doing anything that they want. That's against the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
That's a whole different like thing, you know.
Yeah.
Aizen just wanted to like do stuff
No,
with
but
Does
Urahara.
modulo count in this?
We can do it without modulo, but if you wanted to count it, like we can have that discussion.
Because I think if you count it, it's JJK. Because modulo kind of
It covers
satisfies
yeah.
a lot of like.
I agree
any,
with
like,
that too.
Like nitpick moments that you might have with like the story, how it like concluded. Like Module fixes a lot of those, or at least gives you satisfaction.
Yeah, as an epilogue for
but
sure.
like the thing with like Bleach that kind of lacks is kind of the fact that the ending was a little bit unsatisfying.
It's rushed, canceled.
The fact that like they're like we got the one shot.
Yeah.
But like other than that, there hasn't been anything to really.
Yeah.
Fix those things or maybe take the story a little bit further to just like patch.
But I think we're
patch it
gonna
up
see
or
that in
whatever.
the anime.
Yeah, I mean that's
Sure,
true.
but
It's
it-
always
but
like
it's-
you can add things.
Yeah, that's.
Because they've been doing that. They've been adding
That's
things.
true.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's not like a fair thing. Like if you go manga versus manga, like
Yeah,
like
there-
as a
there was
story,
an
as a story,
opportunity
as a
for
s-
mo-
as a story,
module.
JJK.
It's
is
like if
hitting-
like you know how like everybody's like, oh, Hell Arc,
and they
It's
never
like if,
even
like,
tapped into Hell Arc.
It's like if they did do like Hell Arc
It'd be amazing.
and like he makes it like one of the best arcs of Bleach. Then it's like okay, yeah, end it off at like this big bang, and it's like okay,
Facts.
perfect, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Like that's Bleach's like
Yeah,
whole story. Then you're like okay, that's good. But then
Yeah.
like the way that it kind of leaves off, it was kind of like a little I don't
Like,
know.
Like for me, I know none of you guys are not on the same boat, but Fullbring arc.
Yeah,
like,
The thing about the Fullbring arc
and
that I
the-
can give you is the emotion at the like when
there's
he
the
loses all of his
there's
family
the
and
emotional
friends.
appeal of the
That shit
Fullbring arc.
hits hard.
Yeah,
But everything else wasn't.
yo,
Yeah.
honestly though, I'm more hyped seeing Ichigo fight like Ginjo in the Fullbring arc than like at like some of these other fights that he had. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like all the fights that he's having in 1,000 Year Blood War arc, I don't care at all to that same extent. Like I'm
He's
serious,
not really
bro.
having any fights.
'Cause he is like he's fighting like random shit. And he's basically just running back and forth a lot of
Who
the
does he
time.
fight?
But like I don't know when he first pulls up and he like saves like Byakuya like
Save
dies.
Soul Society.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like
yeah.
and then when he first runs to Las Noches and then gets trapped, he's fighting somebody there. I don't remember who. I don't remember
No,
their
he
names
gets-
like that.
He gets trapped not in Las Noches.
Like in the in between limbo thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's when he's coming back.
Yeah.
So that means he went there,
yeah. He's fighting.
did nothing. I thought he fought somebody.
He fights a shrine.
Yeah.
Mother.
Yeah, see, we don't even know. Like, they're so no name.
No, I
They're
know how
so
to
no
say that.
name,
I know
bro.
how to say it.
Like, we don't even know. Like, but like the fight with him versus Ginjo, it's like you spent a whole arc of him just feeling this betrayal alone, like emotionally, just like he's like, I don't know what to do, because the
Well, he
whole
didn't spend
the whole thing,
arc feeling those emotions.
but
was kinda like,
it builds. It builds. Like it's slowly being like stripped away, and he doesn't know what to do. He feels so powerless. He's never felt powerless before, and then like, and it's in a
Word.
situation where he can't kill his own friends because they forget who he is.
But-
Like he's in a situation that he can't do anything.
but that comes like right at the end before they like have their final fight.
It's happening.
right?
It's slowly happening throughout the arc though. Like it just keeps building on it. So that's like, at the beginning, you don't feel it as much because he's just training, trying to figure out.
Not really,
how
because
he
like
gets powers and
at
stuff,
the
but, like-
start, you're trying to figure out who the like what the problem is essentially while he's trying to learn
Yeah,
Fullbring,
but
right?
Uryu's in the hospital from the beginning of the arc.
Right.
And they're like,
but
"Yo,
he
who
was-
put
he
you
was in,
there?"
like,
And they don't
he
know
was,
how
like,
to, like-
comatose type of
Yeah,
shit, right?
yeah.
Like,
Like he
Wow.
gets sidelined, and then Uryu's like at the end,
but
he's like,
that was
"Bro,
it.
the guy who got me was literally the guy standing next to you."
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
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 But like, he didn't lose. It wasn't like Ichigo versus Uryu at that point. You know what I mean?
No,
So it wasn't like
that's true.
He
But
wasn't,
like
having those sentiments.
But
of,
like
"Oh, I have to
usually,
fight a
if somebody
friend."
like hurts his friends or something happens, that's what gets him to rush in, and like that's what the whole arc's usually based on.
yeah,
Like Orihime gets jacked, or like Rukia got jacked. Like it's just
but,
like that's
yeah.
literally the bread and butter
Yeah.
of how
Let me say,
Ichigo
let me
works.
say my friend. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So then like you get put into an arc where he can't do anything in the situation.
Well, it's because
right?
they didn't know for one who did it. So like, there's like this
Yeah, the mystery.
underlying thing of like, let's figure out like an investigation type of
Yeah,
shit. Like, who is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
When's the next attack? Why are they targeting my friends?
Yeah.
Right.
But then when you also like when you find out that he is the mastermind and he's like he did all this shit to like the way that with the shit that he did to Ichigo is worse than anything else that's happened in Bleach to Ichigo. You know what I mean? Like Aizen only prepped
I don't know.
Aizen only prepped Ichigo so that Aizen would have somebody to fight
Oh no,
when he's
Ukiura's
at this
also a
level.
dickhead.
Yeah.
Okay, Ukiura, I'll
And
give
same
you.
with- and
Ukiura, I'll
s-
give
and
you
same with-
is close.
Same with fucking Yuhaba. He killed Ichigo's mom in front of him.
Oh.
Not really though.
What do you mean not really, bro?
Like Ichigo doesn't even know that shit. Like Ichigo's a kid and Ichigo thinks like he's the reason the shit happened. Ichigo doesn't know, like he gave him trauma. He gave him trauma from it.
For sure.
But
So
like
how's that-
but Yuhaba's not like he's not like somebody that he can like Ichigo can be like, yo, I blame this guy for this.
For the rest of his life, yeah.
Right? Like he didn't know, like he doesn't know that. Then later he realized, oh, it's because he took her powers and shit. Whole different thing. But I feel like
No, I'll give it to Ukiura. That guy, he was.
Ukiura was
That was
doing
one.
some dick shit,
He was,
like
he was a
dickhead
dickhead.
shit.
He was a straight up asshole.
Yeah, he was. But I feel like, because the way Ichigo was reeling from being like saving the world against Aizen,
Mhm.
and then losing his powers and slowly not being able to see his friends anymore, like all the Soul Reapers, he can't even detect their presence, nothing, and he just became a normal person. Even like his friends, like was like Tatsuki and stuff, they're like, yo, like he doesn't have that like fire in his eyes or anything like that anymore. Like he's just not who he normally is.
Yeah.
Even before he got his powers, the way he acted, like he's not even, he's like a shell of who he was.
Yeah.
And then like then you have him like slowly trying to regain, and like he's getting like foothold of like kind of like a resemblance of like who he used to be, getting powers and being able to like protect his friends again. But
Bro,
then
so
now
you're
he
not
doesn't.
gonna say that's better than JJK?
I'm getting there. I'm getting
All that
there.
tragedy.
I'm getting there. And then you have him like he's doing all this so he can like to protect his friends, but now you don't have friends to protect because you're not their friend. They don't remember you. None of that.
Yeah.
That like JJK doesn't necessarily have that level of like, I guess like emotional manipulation and shit, you know. And then when he fights Ginjo at the end, like that satisfying Bankai, like to me that is the most satisfying Bankai that Ichigo's hit. Like assuming like, because we don't know if Thousand Year Blood War arc they'll show us the ending, because that Bankai could go crazy.
That could, yeah.
If they actually like flesh that out, but as of right now, that Bankai just fucking like is insane. And then having like Byakuya, Kenpachi, and all these guys step back into it, and then show these guys like what
Like,
real shit
yeah.
is, you know, like I don't know, like that was. Bro, Fullbringer goes crazy, man.
Yeah,
like that's like
The closest they got.
This
to
guy's
that
like,
was
yo, I'm gonna rewatch it, bro.
yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yo, because when we
You just switch up, bro? Are you
Because
on
when
the
we were-
Bleach side now?
because when we were having the conversation, I just thought of like the big arcs. I completely forgot about the Fullbringer arc, but the Fullbringer arc is like my favorite. Like
So now what?
The
Are you
the
jujutsu-
closest to that is Mahito
Yeah.
and Yuji, where like he was
With
just
the
fucking with
manipulation
him,
of,
killing.
yeah, but
like
it's not even to the same like
Well, yeah, Junpei he killed.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
killed
Yeah.
Nanami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it
Nobara.
like you feel for it, but at the same time like maybe it's because of who Yuji is as a character. Like Yuji's never been my favorite person in JJK,
Yeah.
right? So it's like.
The
Whereas,
Maki
where
thing
like
doesn't-
if I was to compare Yuji versus Ichigo, I'm going towards Ichigo.
right.
You know, so I feel like the manipulation and stuff that's happening with Ichigo, like I care more about Ichigo. We've been further in Ichigo's journey.
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Versus-
it was like I low key always lean to the longer.
Yeah,
I don't
Just
know.
one
There's
more
just some.
time?
There's something about like a
Yeah.
long. We don't get those no more. You know?
Yeah.
We don't,
yeah.
we don't.
like I feel like it's a preference of like, because I feel like JJK does the story better and does the power system better.
Yeah.
Because what that initially I was talking about with Jochik was like with Bleach and the Bankais, it feels like hacks, and then it's so hard to like.
Yeah,
Deal with them.
basically what he was saying was like every power seems as though it was made perfectly for that situation that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, that's not always.
It's not always the case, and that's
It's not
fair.
always the case. Like the one example where it is the case is Kenpachi versus Gremi. Had
Yeah.
Gremi fought anybody else other than Kenpachi, Gremi with the
Imagination.
he would have probably fucked him up.
Yeah.
Right, but because he fought Kenpachi and Kenpachi's a demon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then it was just like, it was over.
He thought himself to death.
Yeah.
Which is like weird, but like it's like because I'd have to go back and watch Bleach, but it feels like every instance where like things like even if you go back to like Soul Society, when you had Mayuri versus Uryu,
Yep.
if it was anyone else in that situation, like because Chad or Hime, Ichigo, none of these
Yeah.
guys would have been able to fight Mayuri and win. Uryu was only able to do it because of the way like because he's a
'Cause he's a
Quincy.
Quincy.
Yeah.
And
the
he was able to
Rishi
take-
and everything, yeah.
yeah.
That's the only like the matchups just feel like it's
Well,
like
no, because
built in
bro,
that way.
you know who Chad fights in Soul Society?
Yeah. He
I
got.
know.
Yeah. That.
He fights Shunsui.
Yeah. That there's. You
Kuraku.
don't win that shit, bro.
Word.
You just take the L, bro. You see that pink
And, like,
kimono
okay.
pull out, you go, fuck it, man. You win, bro. Just take it.
And to be honest, like it's like like it's I feel like it's also a weird take to have, because it's like every anime does do that. Like the person the author wants to win is the one who's gonna win. But
Yeah.
in Bleach specifically, it just feels like sometimes their powers are just so broken. It's like, how are you supposed to beat this guy? And then that person's powers are how you beat this guy.
Well, like for example, like,
and I
like
just
the fear
I,
guy,
like yeah.
the fear guy that.
And then Byakuya pulls up like, yo, why would I have fear? Like telling Rukia like, yo, like you shouldn't have fear for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
it's like-
but like I feel like Toshiro could defeat that guy. Kenpachi could defeat that guy. There's just so many characters that can defeat
Maybe.
that guy that is not specific to just one person.
I feel like Byakuya.
Like Mayuri,
I don't know, man.
Mayuri could
I
defeat
feel
that
like
guy
everyone
too.
but I feel like everyone does have fears. It's just like Byakuya is kind of like that symbolism of like, I guess, like perfection, especially in like when you look at it through Rukia's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the one person who wouldn't really have fear.
Right, but like I said, Kenpachi could fight that guy all day.
Because I don't think Toshiro could fight. I don't think he could.
I think he could.
No, because Toshiro's always fucking tripping about the trauma with Momo and shit. like this guy cannot. He has a fear, bro. And that's Momo coming back and killing him or something.
Like
bro.
Urahara could fight that guy. Mayuri could fight that guy.
I don't know. I mean, maybe Urahara could, but like I feel like
Mayuri
Urahara.
for sure.
I low-key feel like Urahara, because of how smart he is, like the smarter you are, the more your fears like can take root as
That's
well.
like the one thing, yo. I felt like he should have been more prevalent in the story.
Urahara.
Yeah.
But I think the issue was, and it was a similar issue to JJK,
Like Gojo.
is Gojo. When the character's too strong and too smart, the story can't
But-
progress without
Yeah.
him being taken out. And
But-
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
They had to remove him from the story
Yeah.
so it could progress. Otherwise, he was too smart to figure things out.
But the issue there is they don't remove him with like, oh, he got sealed or something, or
No.
like his powers were taken. It was like he's just there, just letting Ichigo go through like a roller coaster, even though he probably could have just stepped in and just like
Yeah.
taken care of
Yeah.
like business.
Well,
you
so
know
is
what I
Ichigo's
mean?
dad, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Ichigo's
other
dad
one,
the whole
yeah.
time is
Yeah.
Shitting too,
But
and
like-
he just
but
fucking letting this
His
shit go.
powers were like gone for like a little bit, so
He
you
was,
can, like,
he was,
you can
he
give
was,
it to
yeah.
him like
his
where
powers
he's
were still
recuperating.
gone. Like,
Yeah, they
only
were.
come back temporarily. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
only,
like
accumulates-
Urahara, like he in Thousand Year, we see like
he's different.
he's different. Like
Yeah.
he can do what he
like his
he
Yeah.
could have
Like
ended
like
a
he's
lot.
not just smart, he's actually strong. Like he can
Yeah,
actually.
and he could have ended a lot before it got like too crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, like his Bankai is insane.
So
yeah.
that's like the difference. Where it's like
It's also
if
I-
Gojo needed to, he would like yeah, I'll step in, right? But like Urahara was always just like, yo, Ichigo, you got this, bro.
he's also been helping a lot. That
die.
it feels weird that like the society just has this like ban on him.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel
It's
that's
because they explain it that he was experimenting
I
on
know,
the other
I know.
captains.
but like
So then they didn't ban him. They were kind of he ran away.
Yeah, he ran away.
He ran away.
Like, he had to.
Yeah, he had to run away.
But like, because the way that he's sending Ichigo like back in like the Soul Society arc, it's like, why couldn't you also just come through?
And do what?
Yeah.
Help. He knows the whole layout. He knows everything. You know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but he's being
Would he not?
cheated,
Would he not help? Like,
But it's like he goes there. They're like, yo, it's Urahara. Everybody.
But then that's
chase
like
after this
that's
guy.
a best diversion that they would, cause like you know what I mean. Like
It
that
is the
would've been
best
a
diversion,
best
but then
with how
diversion.
beast Urahara is, especially at the end,
No.
I
Half
think
the-
I think he can handle a
half the-
few
half the-
captains.
Half the captains wouldn't want to fight him because
Yeah.
like they're he's a good guy. Like in their heart they know
Yeah,
like,
that
he's a
too.
good guy.
But some of them just follow orders. Like what's his name?
That's true. Yeah.
But I think he
the
could
Wolf
handle
guy.
a decent
Wolf
amount of
guy.
them.
Wolf guy. Yeah.
He would fight him.
Like there's a couple captains that would just say fuck it, let's fight. But like there's
Kenpachi
like
would be
some.
fucking let's fight too.
But then there's like some that like you know they're fighting, but like they're fighting half-hearted, so it's not like a true fight.
Right, but what I'm saying is like they would be sending fodder after him, and he would end up just killing a bunch of people.
YOLO, man.
But he's not that type of guy. Urahara's not like, yo, I'm trying to kill everybody.
I don't know. It's just like Ichigo needed a diversion. That was kind of like that would have been peak.
For him to enter the Soul Society.
Yeah, that would have been
I mean,
insane.
they
Can you
got the
imagine?
job done, bro.
They did.
Yeah,
So,
but like
It was all within.
what cost?
It was all within Urahara's calculations. What did it cost them?
it was all
Momo.
in the calculation.
Momo, bro.
Momo, man. All the trauma she went
all
through.
it did, yeah, I just messed up some random girls.
Yeah. That's Toshiro's girl, bro. Don't disrespect her.
Bro, did she die? No.
Yo, but the trauma.
It definitely like furthered like Ichigo's like story though, like not
Yeah.
having him there. Like it
Yeah.
made him stronger. Like he fought Kenpachi and then he got stronger. Then he was ready for Byakuya after the Bankai training. But
Mhm.
yeah,
And okay, so my other point was like the way the Fullbring arc is. Sorry, this is kind of similar to Yu Yu Hakusho
Yeah.
with the chapter black stuff. So then, in that sense, I was like, does it lose points on like the creativity for
No.
like the uniqueness of like the story?
Unless it's like
You know what I mean?
1-to-1. There's always inspiration.
Yeah, there is inspiration, but like whereas
And that's
JJK,
what I was saying is JJK is inspired by Bleach, so then if your dock points one way, you gotta dock them the other way too.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's always inspiration though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to like avoid.
it is.
It's just like, is it a 1-to-1 rip? Then
No,
it's
no,
like,
it's not-
okay,
it's not 1-to-1.
let's figure.
It's not 1-to-1, but
Then that's a conversation.
it's fairly close. It's fairly close.
I don't know.
Like, in
That's
ter- in terms of,
that's
like, the-
for example, is Vinland Saga's Farmland arc discredited because
No, they're not even close.
because
Vagabonds,
Vagabonds.
yeah, but they're not even close in my opinion.
You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
one was inspired off of the other.
Oh, was it? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. But yeah, those. Yeah, I mean, but those are two different. When I was reading them, they felt very different.
They felt very different, but
Yeah.
like, you know, it kind of similar for them to find like this like morale. Right?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like a
yeah,
reset point for them.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
The other thing one of our cousins was saying was he was like Bleach feels like it has no stakes,
Yeah,
whereas Jujutsu Kaisen felt like it had more stakes.
I think
especially after Gojo gets sealed, that's where you start to like feel this shit.
I think the Aizen stuff had stakes.
I
though.
also feel that too.
No, honestly, yes and no,
Because
because
like when you start seeing Aizen like actually merge with the Hogyoku, and he's just like, you can feel like,
Th-
oh
okay, there-
shit,
there
like,
you can.
the world's about to
but the
end.
thing
type shit.
is, my issue with that is like Yamamoto and like he gets okay like when they're fighting, there's a fire ring around him and he just
He's just
doesn't
standing there.
enter the fight.
yeah,
And then looking back, like when you go into 1,000-Year Blood War arc, Zero Squad did not pull up once. So if it was actually like something that was an issue, like
They would've pulled out.
yeah, they just would have like handled it. So then if you like
yeah,
when you look back at it after seeing all of Bleach, you're like, okay, then there wasn't really an issue here. They didn't like right.
Yeah,
But if you're taking like first time watching it and you're going through it, you're like, oh damn, like this shit's crazy. But then 1,000-Year Blood War kind of like ruins some of that stuff.
yeah, that's a good point.
And then there's also like the issue of like having Ichigo keep going up and down with for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc with like where Zero Squad like the palace and shit coming back up
Yeah.
and down. He's the reason they even got access to the Soul King palace. Where had he just stayed up there or stayed down there, they never would have been able to like fulfill their goal.
Yeah,
So it's
'cause
like
they have to leverage Ichigo to like.
you know what I
actually do
mean?
it, right? Yeah.
Like you don't have issues like that happening in JJK,
Yeah, but you have the binding vow issue in JJK.
which honestly isn't that bad though. The only
No,
binding
because
vow issue is that like you don't get to see their
There's
consequences
no consequences
and
for
the
binding
repercussions of it, except for Miwa.
Yeah, I mean,
vow. Honestly, she would have been as strong as Gojo if it wasn't for that binding. vow.
if
Like,
it wasn't for that fucking.
no, but like I mean, because like the binding vow, you would only see the consequences of it if you
They're not
break it,
harsh.
if you
They're-
break the
yeah,
vow.
but like
And
they're
it
not
depends on how harsh-
either, though, because like
yeah.
it's like Sukuna like having the binding vow to like actually kill Gojo at the end, and now he has to use like hand signs and like incantations to like actually use the world cutting slash.
But that's so whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's such a whatever.
I feel-
Like to
I-
get such a crazy increase in power, and just be like, oh yeah, now
But
I
I
have
feel
to
like I feel like the
hop on my foot one time. Like
I feel like the
yeah,
manipulation,
yeah.
the manipulation that Gojo and Sukuna do though, I was able to take that and be like, yo, like they understand it so well that they can do these vows and do whatever,
okay,
and it's
but
like
I didn't like the fact that
anyone else is different.
like Hikari,
Yeah,
like he loses his arm, so they need a bounding vow that all of his energy is actually in his other body, so then now he can just regen his arm.
Well, he had to wait for a domain
Is that how he did it?
expansion, no?
Yeah.
He
is
had
that
to-
how he did it?
He had to wait.
It was
He moved, yeah, but then he had to wait for his domain expansion for his arm to come back, I think, because he has
Yeah,
to
that's
wait for
kinda
his RCT to kick in.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, and his RCT is automatic.
yeah.
Like it's not.
yeah.
But it was just like because that's how he like avoids the explosion from Hajime, right?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, he moved everything to his arm or some shit.
Which one
Yeah.
feels worse though?
Ugh.
The Hikari binding vow moment, or the Ichigo going up and down the same fucking palace, and
Are you
open,
binding wow, Ichigo running up or no?
and because honestly, Ichigo doesn't do anything in 1,000-Year Blood War for like the majority of it. He just shows up places late, and then he's like, oh shit, and then he goes back the other way.
That's good. That's
Like-
one of those things where you kind of write yourself into a corner though.
Yeah,
Because like if they would have just like went immediately into everything, then like you don't have that issue of Ichigo running up and down.
Yeah.
But because you're trying to like get through so many different stories, and then
Yeah.
you have this one character that you've basically had training, so you know that this dude can like fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
You have to delay the inevitable, right?
Yeah.
But it just feels dumb that he had to go back up and down. Like,
Yeah, if it was like maybe written like he was still in training or some shit,
Yeah.
like then it's like a little bit.
I feel like
better.
you could have cut out at least one segment of that. And
You
just
could have
made-
had like his training like conclude like right when they get to like the Soul King, and they just like use him right there.
Like,
He
have a-
doesn't know
like
the
a different way
situation,
of
so
But
them-
the thing
boom.
is, like, the people who were training him was the Zero Squad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the issue.
That
Yeah.
was what the issue was. Because
Yeah.
then they like obviously if the Soul King's under attack, they need to fucking move.
Well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, you could also
Maybe
it's,
like
well,
one of
you,
them
you know
stays
how like
back, I don't
really
know.
trained Luffy,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of Luffy's training is from experience.
Mhm.
Right.
They could have done like kind of like a hyperbolic time chamber thing where like they planted the seeds for Ichigo's growth. He went through all their like training things, and now he has
But
to do his final step.
But they already
alone.
did a hyperbolic time chamber thing with Ichigo when he trained to go fight Aizen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So
they
then-
did do that.
So then it just like
Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Run it back. You think Zero Squad can't do that? Like,
everybody loves a
You're-
hyperbolic time chamber.
you're gonna tell me Ichigo's dad's the first one to think of that? Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
no, Ichigo's dad was the only one who could do it because Aizen destroyed the cleaner.
Yeah,
So
but
it was
but I
only
mean, like, I'm
possible
saying
then
like,
because of the circumstances.
but I'm saying like you have like the Zero Squad who's been there for like all eternity or something.
yeah.
They
We
don't
could have
have
had like one stay back and continue to train Ichigo or something. Like it could have just been like maybe the last one that he's like going through
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think like
I would have also been
like-
down to see like just the because you know when he has to find his true Zanpakuto.
yeah.
I would have been down to see him fight Zangetsu as his final thing on his own in his head or something in like that spiritual world that he has,
Mhm.
and just see it like that conversation, like of that back and forth. That'd be
But
sick.
I feel like we've kind of gotten that.
We have, but
multiple.
but the fact that like but it happens every time he develops, right?
Yeah.
So this is his last development of his Quincy powers and his Soul Reaper powers combining, right? So it's like
Mhm.
you want to have that conversation, and then also like what happens to his Hollow powers?
What do you mean what happens to them?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, because you know how there's Hollow Ichigo and then there's Zangetsu, but they're like one.
Okay.
Do you mean the actual spirit, like
Yeah,
in his
yeah.
head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
merge, don't they?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
like so like we don't see it again after Mugetsu.
Because they
That's-
merge.
But we don't. No, I'm saying like we don't see that spirit again ever.
Because
They merge with Ichigo.
with Zangetsu.
Yeah, but we don't see either of them, like the spirit form of them.
Oh, of Zangetsu?
Yeah. We don't
Yeah,
see
we don't
like
see
in his
it.
conscience. Like,
yeah.
we don't see them again
Right.
after that point.
But
That's
But
what
that's
like,
because you have. Right? Like, because he was like, back
Looks
or
like-
something?
I think it was something like that. But also, like, if he merges, like, because at the end of the day, it's your Zanpakuto is the essence of your soul.
yeah,
So it's a part of who you are.
yeah.
So once you fully understand yourself and you fully
Yeah,
are,
but wouldn't
fully-
you wanna-
when you're fully realized, then I don't think because I think Ichigo is probably the only person that has like a person to talk to in his head. Do you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know, man, because I think see like this is where like that filler
Yep. I know what
arc
you're talking
is
about.
so strong for Bleach, like what it does for the characters, because you see like
The Muramasa arc.
yeah, because you see how everyone else like treats their Zanpakutos, and who's actually like one with themselves, like which is Byakuya. He's the only
Yeah.
one that like understands himself and like what he wants, and his Zanpakuto never turned on him,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like such a like great way to show that, but like that's not canon though,
Yeah,
so we can't take that like
exactly. Which is why I said what I said.
What?
That only Ichigo has that.
I would say
Because
Byakuya like
because he doesn't know who he is. Like everybody else, like if you look at it from a broader standpoint, right? Everybody else is a soul reaper, and then a part of their soul becomes their sword, so it's still just them. Do you know what I'm
Renji
saying?
had the.
I see what you're saying.
Renji
I see,
had
because
the-
Ichigo has these conflicting parts of him.
Exactly.
But
like the-
Renji had
he's a
the
human-
the monkey, no, or whatever it was.
What?
That, like,
Zabimaru?
talked to? Yeah, like.
It
But that was
like a
that
split
that
as
but
well.
that also wasn't in like it's not canon though, is it?
What you're talking about the monkey?
When Renji
the
talks to
monkey?
his thing
Yeah, Renji talked to it.
When?
in Thousand Year Blood War.
No, in Soul Society.
No, what are
Yeah.
you
Before he
talking
got the Bankai, he
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And then he pulled up on
Word,
Ichigo when
word,
Ichigo was training
word.
for his Bankai.
Yeah, yeah.
I do not recall.
No, I think I remember.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you somebody pull it up?
Yeah, that's,
We could try. I don't know if it's in the manga, but like anime wise,
Yeah.
like
it was definitely in the anime.
yeah.
The only time I saw that was Murmasa.
I think they had leaned into it at the beginning and then like never touched on it again until that arc after. But that was because that was a whole that time. Because I think she's like a girl.
It was this moment
It's like a yeah.
when
Okay,
the monkey pulls up.
it's like a
on
white monkey, right?
Oh,
With like
yeah.
a face.
Yeah.
Yeah. White monkey. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's how it is in the Murmasa arc. The other one? Yeah. Okay.
Which one? The one with the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So like they like allude to it, but they don't like because Ichigo's the main character. Maybe his is the only internal conflict stuff we need to see. But it would have been nice to see everyone else's as well. And like, had they done that in Thousand Year Blood War, that would have been.
But the thing is, like that adds. The thing is, it adds another layer to Bleach.
That would have been sick.
No, but it is sick. But it adds another layer to Bleach of that if you're, in like emotional disarray.
Yeah.
Right. That you can't fully utilize your powers.
And that's how you get rid of the hacks nature of
I know
powers.
But do we see that in Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
Does any emotion ever affect them that stops their powers?
Not really, no.
No, right?
Maybe like a Black Flash, but like that'd be like the
That's
only
a
thing I
leg
could
up
think
for
of.
Bleach?
Sorry? Because you could say Bleach has something that they started and couldn't finish.
What do you mean?
Like the Zabimaru thing with Renji, they show it once and never again.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not gonna count the canon, they
Yeah.
only show it at the beginning and never again.
Yeah.
With Ichigo, they're gonna show you like the Zangetsu stuff until like Mugetsu, and then not show it again after that, and not explain as well. Like, what are you supposed to? That's something that we've had since the beginning with him, and that's like, and sometimes like when you're watching Bleach, at least for me, I love to see those moments when he's either talking to like his hollow version of himself or whether he's talking to Zangetsu, because there's so much growth being had in that conversation and him learning about himself and like whatever. So it's like having like do that in Thousand Year Blood War arc as well. Continue that, right? Even if it is as simple as him finding out who he is and then merging like completely wholly like with all sides, because like once he gets that final Bankai or where he has the two swords, like the small one and the big one, you can say he's complete.
Yeah.
And he's whole, and then at that point he doesn't need that internal like conversation.
Right, but when would he have the internal conversation?
Like while he was training with the Zero Squad.
Right, but it was all off screen.
Exactly.
So like
exactly.
you can't.
Exactly. No, but the anime doesn't show it either. Right.
Yeah.
Like the anime would have been the time for me to be like, okay, yeah, like flesh this part out. What do you guys lean towards for Bleach or JJK?
It's tough, but I think
I have to
JJK.
reread
JJK?
But
just because of modulo, I think modulo helps.
What if
the
there was
ending
no
a lot.
modulo?
Then it's like then it's a toss up.
I'm kind of in that same boat.
Yeah.
I think modulo, like I'm okay to include modulo, but like I feel like also without modulo, what JJK gives me in terms of characters with Yuta, Maki, Toji, Sukuna, and Gojo, those guys specifically is more than what I get from like Ukiura. I would say like Aizen, Urahara, and like maybe like Byakuya. Like those are kind of like my favorites. I feel like out
Dude,
of
Mayuri is a fucking fantastic.
Mayuri's sick too, but he's not my favorite. He's a
such
fucking
good
weirdo.
character.
Like yeah, he is a good character, but I mean like my favorites, like what I'm getting from those characters, like I'm just getting more from the JJK side of those things. Like some people,
but there is no like if you were to compare who are you comparing to Urahara? Like a character
Gojo,
like,
right?
I'm not doing like straight bar for bar comparisons, but
what
like
I'm asking is like what are you getting from like what you're getting from Urahara is like a level of like intellect and planning.
Okay.
Who are you getting that from in JJK?
Gojo,
like,
Kenjaku.
Like that's where you're getting from Kenjaku.
Both Gojo or Kenjaku, because Gojo was also planning like the way Urahara was planning stuff to counteract.
It's not even in the same realm.
Kenjaku is more like Aizen, and then Urahara would be more like Gojo in terms of the plan. Because Gojo was there for whenever he needed to clean up their messes and shit.
Who is Mayuri? Nobody. No.
Why does it? That is what the hell? Who the fuck is Momo, bro? like,
No, 'cause
nah.
what I'm saying is like Mayuri's like a character who's like driven by science, right?
Yeah.
He wants to like push the envelope on science, and you see like with his fight with Xylopero,
Yeah,
right, where he's like, "Yo, perfection,"
and that's really cool.
and that
yeah.
monologue, that speech goes crazy.
Yeah,
Where he
I
talks
agree.
about how
I agree.
perfection is like.
But then I would,
Sukuna.
but then,
Sukuna.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then I would say like the way Sukuna like
With cursed
just
energy.
talks in general. Whenever Sukuna's on screen, and he has like a sense of like respect for his opponent and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's always like, yo, I fuck with this guy. And then even like
Same with Yamato's like that too, or Yamamoto.
Yamamoto's okay.
Bro, Yamamoto's fucking beat.
He's
Pulls up,
he's
he's
cool,
like,
but his character like there's not much there until you get like his backstory, and then like if you can choose if you fuck with him like that. But like I feel like, and then also
you could choose with anybody. If you
yeah. But like Yamamoto, okay, is Yamamoto in your top 10?
Huh?
Is Yamamoto even in your top 10
Of
for Bleach characters?
No.
No. Yeah, exactly. like why are you being in the conversation, bro? He's not even in the top 10, man. But like,
But that's because there's so many good ones in Bleach.
no,
In
I don't
JJK,
know,
there's
man.
like max 10.
Just because it has just because it has a small cast, you can't be saying like, yo, this is better because it has a
Are we
bigger
gonna-
cast.
Are we including Modulo?
But I'm saying,
You
you
went there.
can't be like, you can't talk about Yamamoto because he doesn't make the top 10.
But I'm
Say
saying
he doesn't
I'm
make the top
saying
30 then.
okay, but
Okay?
What
No,
about
'cause-
Maharoga as a character? Peak.
but I'm saying it in the sense of like what I'm getting from my favorite characters from both sides.
Right.
I'm getting more from the JJK aspect,
And what are you getting more of?
like their character, like who I guess like their uniqueness, what
Mhm.
I wanted for that character, like their, I guess, arc or something, and then
Yeah.
like for example like Yuta, like I know you guys don't really like the ending, but when Yuta does like takes over Gojo's body,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then he has that whole thing about like you guys turning Gojo into a monster, not willing to be a monster themselves, like that does numbers for like how much I fuck with Yuta. Nothing in like Bleach is hitting to that
Does
degree.
it reverse after Modulo?
Kind
Because
of.
he kind of
Yeah,
he kind of doesn't
like kind of
become the monster.
because there's no like there's no like I kind of wish in Modulate he didn't like because he's like the only one that has like a full life,
yeah,
really.
he was the only one that had a full life.
right? So it's like which kind of sucks, but
Well, Toto.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like
There's
it's
one
weird though.
character
It's
we
weird
didn't
though
even
because in
know.
that situation of Utah, like we're at that point we were like thinking like, well, what are the repercussions of him doing this? There weren't any.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as Utah's character though, like that doesn't stop like how I feel about him. That sucks like how it feels about like the story,
Mm.
but not how I feel about his character because they didn't screw his character over.
So
You know
are
what I mean?
So okay, so you're saying
Kinda though,
like
because they took away that whole monologue of you're not willing to become a monster. But, like
Yeah.
he did.
he
100%.
did do that.
But then
they
like,
never
he
really
didn't
said, like-
carry it forward.
like-
He kind of like to let Yuji kind of bear the weight of it.
Yeah, but you could say it's like I feel like it's more of an expectations thing. We expected it to be something more like because of how crazy it is that he did this.
Mm.
We expected it to be something that's like permanent and something that like I guess we'd have to see it like how he lives with it going forward, and we don't see that at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't even address it at all in Modulo of like how that would have felt for him to be in Gojo's body or
Yeah.
anything. So like yeah, like it's yes and no, because if we start accounting for Modulo, there's things that Modulo brings in that easily compensate for that little issue with Utah, in my opinion. Like, so I don't know. Like if you want to
Okay,
bring in
yeah.
Modulo, like it's
so
still,
do you like Yuta more than you like Ukiura?
they're both like very close. Ukiura like
Character design.
Ukiura has better character design, but like he also like he says a lot with like the least amount of words, and you can get it from his expression and like
Yeah.
there's like there's a tragedy to both characters.
Yeah.
But like I feel like with Utah, it's like just that ending of him going into Gojo's body. Like I would have Utah slightly over, just from that.
Wow.
I think that pushes it because that's like
That's
nobody
wild.
expected it.
Yeah.
Even the way like Sukuna thinks it's Gojo, but then he's like, "Yo, Utah, like I didn't think you would pull up like this,"
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Damn, what the fuck?" Like all that shit. Like nobody thought he was gonna do anything like that.
Yeah.
And then like,
So Utah tattoo coming soon?
oh, 100%, bro. Yo, don't
Modular
even-
version.
No. We'll get him in Gojo's body. Like, just so then I
Get a wombo combo.
yeah. I don't know, I'll think about how I want to do the tattoo, but 100% I'm getting a Yuta tattoo. I feel like Ukiyo would be next up though, and then Sukuna and Gojo. I just feel like they clear like so many other Bleach characters.
What about Yuji after Module?
Yuji enters top 10, like type of discussion. Like he's in there, because I really like what they did with him
Like
afterwards.
top 5?
Top 5? Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's not
Sorry.
Characters.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I guess. Like top 6, top 7. Like he kind of. Yeah. Well, I guess like usually like.
Like bro, there's like 3 characters in the verse, bro. Sukuna, Gojo.
No,
and Yuta. That's it.
You're right. Whatever. Any other conversations?
I would like to talk about Witch Hat
Atelier.
Atelier.
Okay.
This anime is cool as fuck. Like I know you watched the first episode, and you
told me about it.
Okay, so like from what you know, right? It's like a world of magic.
Yep.
And they draw circles, and so it's kind of like Fullmetal Alchemist, where the transmutation circle has to be complete for them to like create their magic, right? But like the way you draw the circle dictates how the magic is formed. So like if I draw a big circle, big fire, small circle, small fire, right? But if I draw like uneven, like the circle's like oval shaped, or it's to one side and the fire comes out a certain way, or it like is far away, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like the circle dictates a lot of parameters of the elemental spell that's going to come out. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever it might be, right?
Cool.
And in that same sense, you can add like, so it's one
layers
circle,
to it.
like let's just say it's like one circle of like fire. Now you added another circle of wind.
Yeah.
Right? And then they add me, let's say fire tornado or some shit.
Yeah.
Right? But it only activates once it's complete.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So like
this is a cool concept.
But my concern with the show was like, how the fuck are you gonna have a fight?
Yeah.
When you have to sit there and just fucking
draw the
hold
whole
on
thing.
1 second.
Yeah, well, give me a hold on, bro. Why
you
you drawing so fast, man?
So like, but they actually addressed that issue, and like all the witches, they carry around a notebook with like pre like made circles, and then mid fight they'll just like
finish the design,
it, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Or what they'll do is like another one that I thought was like pretty sick was like, because the circle needs to be complete, right? So they'll be like, for example, they'll put like half the circle on one side of the shoe and the other half on the other side of the shoe, and then when you put them together, it completes the circle. Yeah. So then you can do that with like rings. So you can be like wearing rings on your fingers, and you just go like this, and that's cool. Now it's like 5-6 spells just shot off. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I was like, bro, this is fucking cool as shit. Yeah. Right. And like right now, like the way the world is building, it's you don't really know what's going on. All you know is that like magic at a certain point was used in war. Yeah. Right. And then there was like beef, and then magic basically got like banned, right? Because people were misusing magic, which is why people don't know about magic. Yeah. And any magic that affects another person is like forbidden magic. And there's a organization that's trying to like bring that magic back. Okay. Yeah. And then somehow the main guy, the Gojo looking dude, is
Keyfree.
Yeah, Keyfree is like involved in that stuff.
How do you feel about Witch Hat versus Frieren and Wisteria as a story?
Okay, right now, I think because like Wisteria is coming out right now as well, right? Like,
yeah, season 2.
Season 2. Right now, I prefer watching Witch Hat over Wisteria, but that's only because Wisteria is like more. It's just hands, right? Like it's more just like fighting and shit. Okay. And if I'm like, oh, I don't really want to watch fighting, I want to like see a cooler story, then I go Witch Hat, right? But if let's say Frieren was airing right now, I would probably watch Frieren because it's the best of both worlds. Okay, right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you don't really see a lot of. Yeah. You know, like there was an episode that came out like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Of a Witch Hat, and it was like they were showing like a fight scene, and it was animated so beautifully, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, I think I saw it on Twitter, and people were saying it. It was like took 3 years of production or something.
Is that right? Maybe
I don't
it
know.
looked crazy.
It was just a tweet. But headlines can go crazy.
No, it was the animation was just like so fire, and it just like randomly popped off.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, yeah.
Damn.
But I think
so you have a free run, then Witch Hat, then Wisteria.
Yeah, because they're all in the
That's
same.
fair.
They're in the same genre.
Yeah,
I put them
yeah.
all in the same
Yeah.
fantasy genre.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I was to like talk about like anime that have come out this year,
yeah,
that I've enjoyed, it would be Fate Strange. That's probably the one I've enjoyed the most.
Okay.
I'm not talking about like second seasons and stuff. Like,
yeah, season 1.
Yeah, like
just started this year.
Something that just started this.
Okay.
This year, I would probably say that. Even though technically it like links to the Fates.
Yeah.
Right, but it was fire. Like, have you?
But it's like a.
No, I haven't seen this one.
It's a spin-off though. So does that count?
What do you mean?
Like just the Fate, like the whole series of Fate. Like it's not like a first off.
Well, no, like
it's kind of like if a new JoJo's part comes out.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You know?
Because do you count all the Gundams as are they all spin-offs or their own independent stories?
Yeah, I guess
they're all independent stories because they use the concept of Gundam.
Yeah.
But it's their own independent story. JoJo's is different, right? You can't say that with JoJo unless, like, maybe the new one, right? But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the new one, the Fate Strange that came out.
Yeah.
It's only 12 episodes, and I think there's gonna be like a second part coming out maybe later this year.
Okay.
And I was like, bro, this shit goes like the animation is Ufotable.
Yeah.
Obviously, it goes crazy.
Yeah.
Right, and it's just like I was telling you, I'm like, it's such a cool concept, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's way different.
I want to watch it for sure.
Than the other Fate ones, like you've seen Fate. You know about Fate?
Dude,
I know
Fate.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
You haven't seen it either.
I've seen enough Fate.
Okay.
I've seen like three Fate series. Like
Okay, yeah.
4 probably, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Like just glad I didn't see the newest one. Like damn, bro.
The concept of Fate, it's like Holy Grail War happens every couple of years. There's so many heroes from throughout time.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. This one is different. Like this one,
they've like started to warp like even like the past couple ones. Because there was the one where they had like the red side versus the white side.
Yeah, that was Apocrypha.
Yeah. That's the last one I watched.
Yeah, that one.
So they like started doing like some teamwork type shit.
Yeah, that one was
like,
different. That one was way different though.
Yeah.
Because that was also set in like a future timeline or some shit.
I don't remember. But to see like, because normally like it's a free for all. So if you have like 12 heroes, that's it. It's like whoever can win and get the Holy Grail. But now you have 12 heroes on each side. So it's just like now it's a tournament, bro. Like what the hell is it? Like a whole different style tournament.
Because you're like
it is sick. Yeah, but now like I think that's where they really started to like play with like what can we do with this Holy Grail War besides like
the same
concept over and over again, right?
Yeah.
That's cool that they're doing that. I don't know. I'm not really watching anything like that I haven't already read like this year. So
Facts.
you know, like it's tough, man. Like you're talking about like the magic thing with so when on our way over he was just saying like who'd be better at magic, I guess, like if you're in Freerun, Wisteria, or like I guess Witch Hat if you want to include that too.
Yeah,
but
I don't know enough about it.
I don't know about it either.
Yeah.
But like even if we went just off like anime only, like Freerun, she's been alive for like thousands of years. I feel like the magic scaling for that is just
right.
way
But
higher.
Will is a beast, bro.
Will is a beast.
Like, could Will blitz Freerun?
I feel like there's
just gotta cut her up.
I feel like the magic in Wisteria is more simplified.
Okay.
Where it's just like
elemental,
yeah, and you're just doing like it reminds me more of like Demon Slayer in the way that they handle magic, where it's just like they're doing cool moves and it's flashy and like whatever, but it's not like nothing like they're not like combining spells and creating and doing different like things with it. Whereas Freerun, there's magic for so many different things that like I think they have like a bigger like repertoire of like things to
magic, can he? Doesn't that automatically just make him
No, he doesn't cut magic, no.
Doesn't he?
He like uses magic. Like if we're talking about anime only, right?
Yeah, he just.
So if we're doing anime only, he's
white hair form, whatever that is.
He's using like other magic, and he's kind of putting it into his blade.
So what? Okay,
and then using that, because he can't use magic himself, so
No,
he's
I know.
using the magic in the blade, and it's just more
right,
beast.
but it's his like it's his gifted physical physique.
That's like in that world, because he's like faster and like stronger and like he's working on like the basics that other people aren't.
Yeah,
He's being able to use magic at like these speeds with this strength.
yeah,
And actually able to like
that's what
put
I'm
in
saying
work.
is like in Free Run has a hard time against demons because their physical physique, their physique is able to allow them to move at speeds that she's having a hard time reacting to, which she uses magic to like supplement and like win.
Yeah.
But then if you have someone who's moving that speed and using magic, it's fucking crazy. You know?
If he could use magic on his own, then sure. But then now,
okay, I don't know. In
Okay, Asta and 7.
Asta, yeah, I mean,
right?
Facts. I mean, Asta doesn't even need 7, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like the, like physically, sure, but then it's like, could you think he could be, what's his name, Stark or something? Like probably, I don't know.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think.
Like, but then that's not like a magic versus magic situation. Like, I'm thinking about more of like the
Purely magic?
I'm thinking about like the Vander Magia guys.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about them.
Like, they're, even if like, because they're not like people
But
that
they
have been
specialize-
alive. They specialize in certain magic.
Right, so their specialization in magic wouldn't it be higher than
That's
Freeman's
what
understanding?
I feel like that's where the conversation is.
Yeah.
It's not with Will, because Will's just
Okay.
like it's.
So
yeah.
let's say Freeman runs the gauntlet. How far does she make it in the Magia, the Vander Magia, whatever they're called?
Who have you seen?
Just the Ice Girl.
Yeah, bro, what the hell, man? I can't even say anything then. Like,
That is what. Well, I know they have different element. Like I just know they're all different elements. Right?
yeah, but like the shit that she's doing is fucking crazy. She's a prodigy.
The Ice Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you have people that like in my opinion, she's probably like the second or third strongest or something.
Okay.
Like just like, I think they downplay her because she's like the newest recruit or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like the shit that, because she has a connection with like Will and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the stuff that like they be showing with her, I'm like there's like
So,
she be popping off.
Like, for example, in Freeman, every spell or magic they use is something that's already been created.
Yeah.
Right? Like at one point, somebody created it.
But their manipulation of magic is more like how Witch Hat is, where in Freeman, like they can do like if it's like a regular fireball, they can make it faster. They can tweak it. They can do things
Right.
in a way that they
didn't the Ice Girl like straight up just invent like 12?
so anyone who's a Vander Magia, you either have to like invent a new magic.
Right, and it's one.
Just one.
But the Ice Girl made like 12.
Yeah, she made like a shit ton.
So that's what I mean. Is like if
if
mid fight you're able to create new magic, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know. She didn't invent it like mid fight.
Right, but I'm saying her
But she
understanding
did
is that great that you can make
Yeah.
12.
But the way that they're painted in Wisteria is like the world's been like sealed by this barrier for so long.
Yeah.
It's I don't know X amount of years ever since this war happened, like thousands of years. So at this point, if you can make like a new magic that hasn't already registered once, then it's like it's crazy for you to be able to do that because everything, like you would assume, like your predecessors have already like
Made it.
exhausted what they've
Yeah.
been able to do.
Yeah.
So for her to be able to even make something new at this point in time, it's like insane. For like, I guess you would say like her battle like prowess would show there, like her adaptability in a fight would be kind of insane. But I feel like at the same time, like Freeren's also like Freeren has those thousands of years of experience.
Yeah.
And you never like, especially in like the first 2 seasons, you don't actually see her have any issues. Like she's kind of just more so they're training like her Fern. Yeah. Like she could, there's times where she can stop stuff, but she's like, I'd rather have this as like a learning lesson for Fern. And that's where you're seeing like she definitely like, and there are times where like she's like, oh shit, like I might not be able to stop this, because she understands that like because of I guess like how old she is, or also like her grasp on magic isn't actually like, she's not a prodigy in the sense that Fern is. You know, like she's learned all that shit because she's been alive for so long.
Right.
But prodigies, like Fern's at like, I don't know, she's probably like what, like 15 to like 20 years old, like in that range.
Yeah, I don't know.
And she's able to pick up like the same concepts that like it took Freerin like longer to do.
But Frida had to figure it out by herself.
There's a difference there. Yeah.
I mean, she had Flamma.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But
she died.
like but then like, so if you're like, because you're comparing it to just Frieren, would you compare it to like the first like elf,
Compare who to who?
like any other Vandermeer or whoever to like
To the very first elf?
yeah,
I don't know who
and
that
or
is.
like even like Frieren's master, like there's like people like that you're just like, fuck, like then it just
Are they
changes
beast?
everything.
Are they more beast than Frieren? I don't know.
Yeah, but you would think they'd be like similar or better, right?
Okay, but again, like there's no one's doing specialization, right? In Frieren, it's just like
Yeah, I mean, besides like the humans, I would say like the people that you've seen in like season 2 and stuff,
yeah.
like they have their own specialization of what type of magic they like.
Mhm.
But like I think because elves they live so long, they just learn as much as they can because their whole thing is just like gaining more knowledge and learning
Yeah.
more spells and shit.
yeah.
So that's why like elves are like the harder conversation to have. Yeah, but I can't say anything without spoiling
No,
anything.
I know.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know. I definitely think we should do a Kagurabachi versus JJK conversation. But you guys have not seen Red Kagurabachi?
You know what I want to do?
What?
An orb conversation.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if we could do
Can't
an
escape
if
it.
if we could do an orb convo, bro. Like what?
Conflicting ideologies?
Yeah. Bro, I don't even care, bro. I don't even care, man. We can talk about anything, bro. Like, as long as we're having that conversation. Like,
All right, guys. That's all we have for the podcast. We kind of just rambled, talked about
Yeah.
like random shit. But
we'll plan to do movies next time, I think.
yeah.
Ran
Probably
a little bit longer
mid-year,
than we.
maybe mid-year movie review
Maybe
Yeah.
next quarter.
next quarter. Yeah.
I think quarterly would be kind of nice, but also just there's gonna be a lot of movies coming out right like in the summer, so I feel like let's cover the movies that have already come out, and then that way we can just focus on the summer ones right after.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have our mid-year come out
Yeah,
in like August or something.
that's true.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go in the comments, let us know what you guys thought about all the various conversations we had. If you have any opinions or if we talked about any verses that you
Particularly feel strong about.
yeah. Or if you have any verses that you'd like us to discuss. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.